What did you do your podcast on?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did it on 5 things I learned when I graduated high school.
So that's changed.
What?
You know things now.
I only learned 5 things in high school.
Tell me what are the 5 things?
I can't spoil.
Why?
Because
they're coming out on the same day.
No, because I have 2 parts.
You can't tell me 2.5?
Okay, I'll tell you the first part. I talk about 3 of the points. So the first thing I learned was you have to know where you're going. So you can't just do anything. You have to know, because you always get asked that in high school of what are you doing with your life? You have to actually know. You can't just go to the community college or whatever's easiest.
Right.
Then the second thing is to sort who you're friends with. Don't just hang out with anybody or lame people.
Is this 5 things you learned after high school or in high school?
In high school.
Oh.
Things I learned specifically.
Sounds oddly like my episode that I once did called 5 Mistakes I Made in High School.
You did not.
I did.
You did not.
I didn't. I recorded it in my car driving from
What?
Horseheads, New York. No.
Well.
No. From Texas. When I lived in Texas.
Did you?
Yes, I lived in Texas.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no, I did. Which, by the way, we were talking about this setting up. Me and all the guys. Me and the guys were talking. The boys.
Okay.
The men. We were talking about we were talking about Texas, and how me and Zach agreed. Ralph and brother Kevin and Jared were we're disagreed. Me and Zach have always talked about this. How I love the people of Texas, I really do, and I love the spirit of Texas, and I love the principles and the foundation of Texas. I mean, listen, I don't get it. I don't get what Texas is the whole hype behind it.
I don't know. I just imagine tumbleweeds
Have you ever been
and
to Texas?
horses. No, I've never been. So I imagine have you ever seen that horse movie Spirit?
No.
Oh, well, it's like a horse and it's really sad. And it just reminds me of that where it's sand and tumbleweeds and horses.
It's just I don't know, the whole cowboy thing. It just I mean, I lived in Houston, and to me, it's everything that Florida is minus the tropical, whole thing that makes Florida awesome.
Yeah.
That's it. The whole thing that makes Florida awesome is the whole tropical vibe.
So you wouldn't go back to Houston?
The fact that we're by the ocean.
Ever?
No, I've been back
Unless
to Houston.
the Lord wills.
No, and there's a fantastic church in Houston, and I love Houston for the people, but
they got Dutch Bros.
No. Okay.
I've never had
Can
it.
we just clear something up?
Never had it.
Again, I sorry to be the guy that's
it's
just destroying your dreams. Dutch Brothers is not good.
Unless you like sugary coffees, I feel like.
Have you been? You haven't been there?
No, but from what I've heard.
Okay. It's not good.
In theory.
Yeah, you are speaking there. It's not. I don't understand that either. I've been in Dutch Brothers. It's
overhyped. It reminds me of what's that burger place that everybody loves, but then when they go, they're it kind of sucks.
Oh, another thing about Texas that's disappointing. Whataburger.
Was that what I was talking about? I was talking
Maybe
about
you're talking
one.
about In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
But that's California.
I was just talking in general.
In-N-Out is a California thing. Texas has Whataburger, and
bad?
people go wild. I lived within walking distance. My apartment was right there, and I would go there, and it's just depressing. People, I don't understand it. Listen, maybe I know there's good people. It is. There's good people in Texas that probably are listening to this and have some sort of defense that it's free and there's open land and stuff like that. I was actually, interestingly enough, I was actually when we were talking, me and Zach, I said, though I severely disagree with the whole, the liberal mindset and everything like that and liberal ideology, I think there has to be. It's crucial for a place to have a lot of liberals in it for it to be interesting.
That's true. It's actually true.
I will say that completely, unashamedly. I need to live where there are liberals. Why? Okay, let me just.
I need libs.
No, listen. I am so not a liberal guy. I'm as conservative gets, and you know that about me. But there's something. The reason that liberals are liberal psychologically. Follow me here. Follow me. Track with me. Track with me.
I'm running.
Is they're way more creative than conservatives are. So if you look at it, I was listening to Jordan Peterson, name drop for the algorithm. I was listening to Jordan Peterson, and he was talking about the psychological differences, because he's a clinical psychologist. The psychological differences between conservatives and liberals. conservatives are more analytically minded. Obviously they hold on to traditional values and stuff. But the thing that makes liberals liberal is their trait openness, which means that they're more open-minded to new ideas, new ideologies, and stuff like that, which is what makes people creative. So that's why you look throughout Hollywood, you look throughout all the arts, they're all liberals.
It's true.
And it's not because, they've got a demon living inside of them. It's just the fact that they're more creative
It's like
minded.
coffee shops. You know, a liberal coffee shop's going to be much better
That's
than
what I
one,
said.
like an American flag outside.
I know, because Zach was like, when's the last coffee shop you went into that was cool, that was like a conservative? You haven't.
You need a good liberal coffee shop.
Yeah. I need...
It's like Virginia. In Virginia, there's like a liberal like spot by the ocean front, and it's really good with the coffee
The word
shops.
you're looking for is poor.
No, it's not it at all.
The chord is like, could you come on, chord management here. Look at this. Yeah. Let's be tidy here.
Hold on.
Do some excellence.
Don't put it on me yet.
Don't put it on you? That's going to be the editor's choice. Pull the cord more. You're making a fool of yourself.
I know.
This is going on the pod.
Is this good?
Sure. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Seriously?
We were talking about liberal coffee shops.
Oh.
And
Yeah, in Virginia Beach. If
no,
I
that
don't...
area's not poor.
Well, it's kind of bummy.
It's vibey.
Okay, if that's what you want to say. But if I'm going to a coffee shop and I don't see like a 20-year-old college student with a nose ring and blue hair,
That's true.
I already know that it's going to be crappy coffee.
That's true. He needs to have like a flannel on and then like sweatpants.
Oh, I was thinking of a girl. You're
And
obviously thinking of a guy.
Who are you meeting at the coffee shop?
Yeah.
Long flannel, sweatpants, Converse, they're ripped, and a nose ring.
The person's ripped?
No.
Oh, I think you're having like weird fantasies on the podcast.
Ew!
What the heck?
The Converse are ripped.
Okay, I didn't know that. This is derailing very
This
quickly.
is really bad. Anyways, we got Prime today.
Yeah, we do have Prime. We're gonna be. This is a ridiculous idea. I haven't had all of the Prime flavors, and so today we're going to
I've had none.
try them all. At the end
We're gonna
of the
speak in
podcast.
double time by the end of this. I have energy.
I'm not
in
gonna
them, don't I?
drink them all. No, this says 200 milligrams of caffeine.
How much is Celsius?
120.
Oh, well,
No, 200. Celsius is 200.
I don't know.
No, this says
Cutting out Celsius. It's not good for my
Really?
spirit.
why?
Just kidding. I just can't sleep anymore.
Oh,
It takes me like a solid hour to fall asleep when I've had a Celsius, so cutting it out.
I will never cut that out.
You know what I switched to? I switched to French press. But then I
Coffee.
just started having that instant coffee again, where like you shake it up and it's
Ugh.
whipped. It's not really
Oh.
that good, but it's all for the
the
presentation.
blue-haired liberal nose ring wearing son of a gun in me is like dying right now. How are you even saying? You sound like such a conservative. Bet you listen to Ben Shapiro.
The presentation is key. It's so pretty. Has like the milk
Oh,
on
you're
the
talking
bottom.
about the whipped coffee
The
that
whipped
blew up in
coffee.
2020.
Yeah. What did you think I was talking about?
Well, just instant coffee.
Oh no, that's a crime. It has to be whipped. That's the whole point.
No, I
It's
remember
like, it
when
doesn't
that blew.
taste good. It's just cool because it was whipped.
What did you talk about in your podcast?
What?
What was the first thing you said?
Being led
oh
by
my
the
God.
Holy Spirit, knowing where you're going.
And then who your friends are?
Yeah.
And then what was it?
Why'd
Why'd you say it like that?
I thought you were about to diss me for being a bad friend.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, just reminding you. Okay, and then the third one was to not be afraid to go against the grain. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing what's popular. Just do what the Lord told you to do. Live holy. It'll have a huge benefit.
Yes.
That's
good. Say
Say
that.
that. Say
Come
that,
on,
Pastor.
Pastor. Yes.
I'm cringing out.
I know that's the worst thing to hear. I would.
Say that. Say that.
Yes. Yes.
Why do you say it like a girl?
That's what girls do. Have you ever heard a man go, yes?
No, I've heard them go.
Talking back to a preacher.
At church, they go, boom.
Oh my gosh. At our church, at Miracle Word, we have a member named Brother Willie, and he's awesome. I love him. He's awesome and genuine. But instead of amen or hallelujah. It's just, and I'm for the sake of your ears, it's just like, it'll be like a strong preaching point, and it'll be like, boom. One time,
I love it.
I'm like,
yes.
One time, Pastor Ted was preaching on the Lion of the tribe of Judah, and he was like, the lion became a lamb so that you could become a lion. And Brother Willie went, roar. I was sitting in the back like, did he just roar? So, but we have an interesting church. I love him.
I love that.
Have you noticed that because you started back your podcast that like it's weird to get back into the flow of podcasting?
Yeah. So like, okay, this is what I tell like every young person who's like, I just don't know how to speak, like how to teach. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So like getting back into it, it's like you have to push past that first like second of like awkward, like how do I even address this topic? But then once you get going, I'm like, what up, guys? Welcome to the podcast.
Hopefully not like that.
Well. Welcome back. If you use ChatGPT, it like picks up on sarcastic slang. So if I'm like, write a podcast description in the tone of Pastor Ted, it'll be like, well. Welcome, my beloved brother in Christ.
What? No.
Because it picks up on slang from like YouTube.
You say in the style of Pastor Ted?
Yeah, like I'm like, write me a simple podcast description about this topic in the tone of Pastor Ted. And it's like,
how does it know who Pastor Ted is?
Welcome back. Or I don't look at Pastor Ted, I say Ted Shuttlesworth Jr. And it finds his voice on YouTube. And it's like, well. Yeah, because it'll use his slang. I'm like, he definitely says that jokingly.
No. Let me teach you. Let me teach you about AI.
No.
If that's ChatGPT 3.5 is what you use because you don't pay for it, right?
No.
Okay. So ChatGPT, weirdly enough, does not have access to the internet.
I thought it did.
No, it doesn't. It has a database. That's why.
Because if I ask about somebody else who isn't on YouTube, it's like I don't know who that is.
No, I don't think so. You have to use It doesn't. It's not able to go on the internet. Oh. So like. One of the limitations is if you go to like type in it, like whatever, it'll say like we don't have any information on world events or people before 2021 because that's when their database stopped. But when they released ChatGPT 4.0, that's when it can look up. Like you can say like follow this YouTube link and listen to this person, then write me in style. But I could do it. But I could do like Pastor Ted was showing me one time when it like became big. He had it write a salvation sermon on salvation in the style or in the voice of Billy Graham. And it was just like dead on. And he did one in the style of Jordan Peterson.
Really?
And it was dead on.
I think one time you did like write me a song about this in the tone of like John Mayer. And it was like on point.
I had it write me.
It was so good.
A song, but also with the chord progression.
Oh, yeah.
And the melody in tab form.
Insane. It's like we don't even have to know anything anymore.
Yeah,
like, I just quit.
I basically don't think.
I don't even like think for myself. I'm a woman, so I don't really think. Just kind of talk a lot.
Anyways, yeah, it is weird when you get back into podcasting for a while.
Reel them on in.
Speaking of AI, you've probably seen if you follow if you're subscribed to the YouTube, which you should be. Just hit 500 subs. What?
Oh.
And that's because what we started doing, I literally just take the link for the YouTube video that I've done, put it into this website called video.ai or whatever, and then it chops the reels for me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you bought subs on like an app.
Oh, no.
Just put my YouTube in like an app,
though
pay $10.
Though it's
I got
obvious
like 30.
that some people do that, not calling out anyone, but we know who you are, guys.
I thought you were about to say a name. I was like, geez.
Fake subscribers. We know who you are.
I buy all my followers.
What?
I buy all my followers.
Yeah, I know.
Paid $1 for each of them.
But it makes it super easy. So other than like the annoying like posting 6 times a day, it's a positive thing.
It does work.
So that's what you should do for your podcast.
Post 5 times a day?
No. Put it into don't cut out all the reels and stuff by yourself. That's like a waste of time.
Oh, no, yeah.
Just like type in put it on YouTube, make it unlisted if you don't want anyone for whatever reason you don't want to be on YouTube. And then
maybe eventually.
You should be. Why not?
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, I could, but I kind of like that I don't have. Well, I guess I could schedule it. It doesn't have to be live.
No, why would?
But
No, it
I
doesn't
don't
have
want
to be live.
I don't have to have the same time to record it.
No, you schedule it.
Yeah, I could.
You should
Anyways,
do that.
prime flavors.
But then you just.
Anyway,
I don't know if we're ever actually gonna get to these.
Which one? There's a watermelon one that I think looks really good.
We'll try these at the end.
At the end? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably actually a better idea.
I don't know. I really have to pee anyways. So
Should we pause?
we're gonna wait to the end. No.
Play the intro now.
We'll keep it going. So am I still coming on your podcast, or are we doing that here?
We can do it now.
Okay.
I'm down. So
we're doing a podcast within a podcast. We are now
can you
entering.
add like explosions when you said that?
No, we're not.
Please.
Actually, yes. Do that. Do that
Okay.
again. No. Nothing.
Well,
No editing.
anyways, prime flavors. I'm just kidding. I was thinking if I had you on my podcast, which we can do it here right now.
Okay.
Right here, right now, live.
You're now stepping into the Lilia Petty podcast. You are no longer
Play
in the last
intro.
gen. No, we won't.
Just kidding. I don't want my intro. Actually, the girl's voice is really like.
Did you just hire
annoying.
someone to do it?
Yeah, I just bought her voice online. Now I could use AI and have like anybody say my podcast intro.
Yeah.
I could make you do it.
I won't sign off.
Hey
on
guys, I really suggest this podcast. You really should listen to it.
It's funny because Pastor Ted has me show everyone that time that I cloned his voice and fired you. He like preaches that in sermons now. He's
I
like,
know.
Yeah, it's so crazy. One of my employees cloned my voice and fired one of my other employees. I have that. I have
fire
those
everybody
audios.
and then-
So what I did was I cloned Pastor Ted's voice from YouTube, and then I put it into this thing that cloned it, and then I typed in, Lilia, you're fired.
Hate to let you go.
Hate to let you go. You're just
Too tall.
too tall. Like it's hard to find the desk unit. You know what? Let's actually play it.
No. Oh, I thought you were about to talk about my height.
Let's play it. No.
I was like, no.
Let's play it.
Yeah, it's true what Alex told you.
It's going right now.
We're going to have
Yeah,
to
it's
let
going
you
right
go.
Oh, okay.
You're just like too tall, like way too tall. It's hard to find a desk you can
We're
actually
way
sit
too
at.
long.
I should probably start crying.
So basically, it sounds exactly like
Just
him,
applied for McDonald's. Finding a new job.
but Oh yeah, we could. Okay, let's start your podcast now. You're watching
So,
the Lilia Petty
Welcome
podcast.
to my podcast. Okay, so
What did
I
you
had
want to talk
this-
about?
I had this idea the other day because you give great advice.
Oh, guys,
You give great advice, and sometimes you don't mean to. You just say something like if I'm talking about something, you might respond, and I'm like, oh, that was actually facts. Like I should chill out. Like you're a very
I'm
blunt
blushing.
person. You're a very blunt person, which I like appreciate. You just say it like it is. And so
More
there's
of a
been
crip.
times you're more of a what?
Crip.
Okay.
Not
That's
blood.
so bad. It's a youth podcast.
I know.
Young, like
Sorry, youth. and
imagine
young
kids like
adults.
listening to this with their parents.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. So I had this idea of talking about I wanted to do 5, but I could only think of 4. So the 4 best pieces of advice that you have ever given me. You've given some other advice, but these are the ones that I think about often.
Do I now have to reciprocate and think of good advice that you've given me?
No,
Okay.
I don't really.
Good, because it's hard.
I don't give you much advice.
Okay.
I'm just kind of hi. Okay. So these are the 4 best advices. Is that no? How do I say
Pieces
that?
of advice.
Pieces of advice that you have ever given me. And the first one
Can I
ever-
guess what it is?
You can get yes.
Oh no, never mind. I don't want to be completely wrong and then
Yeah.
take us
just
down a rabbit trail.
expose me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Expose my person.
Go ahead.
The first one is literally just to chill out.
Chill out, really?
This is
I feel
good
like
advice.
I feel like you're gonna paint me as a very mean person in the next.
No,
5
not
minutes.
at all. Not at all.
The
but
first
I
one
was,
was chill out. The next one was
Shut
shut
up.
up. After that was leave my presence.
the next
all
is, how
of
do
these-
I get a
all of these-
restraining order?
All of these have formed me. and
No,
shaped my
okay.
thought.
The first one is genuinely just you said chill out. And I don't remember what I was talking to you about.
Chill out.
But I was just kind of there's a common saying. I don't know who originally said it, but it's don't make the things that God has made easy hard. And I was asking for advice on something. You told me to chill out, and I literally just chilled
did I
out
say
and it was
in
easy.
a mean way?
No, you were you just need to chill out, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah, actually you're right. I think I was expecting some you're just trying your best, and sometimes we have to.
Yeah, I'm not one for that.
No, and you were just like, chill out, and I was like, oh, that's actually facts. And then like, the best part is though, like a few weeks later, I gave somebody else that advice, and I remember you're like, that was actually pretty good, and I was like, you came up with it, like. You're like,
I
that
said
was good.
that?
Yeah, you were like, that's good advice. And I was like,
you told me how you told the other person to chill out, and I said good advice.
Like I was just kind of like, you just need to chill out, and you were like, yeah, that was good.
Wow.
And I was like, you came up with it, okay? I was like, can't have anything out here.
Of course.
But to chill out, and it's like actually, it's been a great piece of advice.
What were you like worried about something?
I think it was the first time I started my podcast, and I was just kind of like,
oh.
I was just kind of like, there's so much I have to figure out. I didn't even know like what to do it through, and I was just kind of like thinking like, oh my gosh, I need to do A B C D E F G, and I just want to start it, but I'm so busy. And you were just like, you just need to chill out, and I was like, oh. And then I just like launched it, and it was easy, and it was like really like it got my mind in the right place of like, you don't have to freak out about everything, like especially when things are big ideas and you don't know how to do it. It's like you just got to chill out. So that was the first best.
Sound
advice.
like a frat boy.
Just chill
out, bro. Oh my god, what the heck?
That was me being chill. No, but you like just chilling out is the greatest.
Can I guess the next one?
Advice. Yes.
Watch the YouTube video.
No, but that was
Watch
one of them,
YouTube
but that wasn't
video?
my next one. I was gonna say one of them was, did you look it up?
Did you look it up? That hey, yes.
I don't ask you anything. I'm just kidding.
That question right there. Well, if you start telling people, if they ask you any questions and you just say, "Did you look it up?" That'll stop them from ever asking you any more questions.
I don't really ask you anything. Well, it's true though. Like, I think I asked you something recently, and I was like, I already looked it up. I couldn't figure it out. But it's so true because so many people will come up to you and ask you like a simple question that takes like a 30-second YouTube search.
Yes.
Like on Photoshop, if I'm learning how to do something new, instead of blowing up your phone, taking your time, making you teach me, I just look it up.
Yes.
And there's like 30 tutorials.
Jeez.
Like,
yes. It's true though. It's so true. Everything is on YouTube. Every single thing is on YouTube. So to say that you can't do anything is very.
Yeah.
Just means
even with AI. Like,
yes.
You can do anything.
It just means like you didn't look it up. If you don't know how to do anything, it's not because you're incapable. It's because you didn't take the 15 minutes to listen to the Indian dude on YouTube.
It's always an Indian.
It's always an Indian dude, but they always know what to do.
Yes.
Just listen to the Indian guys.
Yes. It is great advice. Not that like I couldn't come to you and ask you something, but it does save both of us a lot of time. You're just like, did you look it up?
I don't tell
like,
that to people when they ask spiritual advice though. Yeah. I'm really struggling with doubts with God. Did you look it up? Jeez. If you don't know anything, it's your own fault.
No, I just mean like simple stuff.
Can you pray for me? I'm battling sickness and disease. Did you look it up? Freaking lazy bum. Look it up. Watch a
I know
YouTube
I could
video.
still come to you and ask you things, and anybody can, but it is true, like, just look it up. You know, you don't have to, like, even Pastor Ted teaches, like, the Holy Spirit can teach you anything. There's nothing that you can't do. And I think that's a lot, like, God will ask you to do big things that, like, you've never done, that might seem totally out of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. It's like, you have to get out of the idea of, like, I don't know how to do any of this. You kind of have to just, like, look it up and learn, you know?
When we started, I mean, I maybe if they're, like, new to, like, the podcast and Last Gen and stuff, they don't know who you are, because I haven't had you on in a while, right? When was the last time?
Cringy Christians?
Actually,
I think both of the episodes I did were talking about cringe.
You've noticed a pattern, eh?
Well,
no. I feel like I've had you on more recently.
No, it's been a long time.
Really? Wow. No, but
just kidding.
Okay, so if people don't know, the way that we started out in like so obviously like, you know, I met you because you transferred to my school. And then COVID happened, stuff like that. But so since 2020, I've known you. But then we started in 2020, the end of 2020.
I think it was just 2020.
We did like lives on Instagram and stuff. But then when we moved to YouTube, I had to learn I had to download Photoshop. I had to learn how to do, you know, the YouTube algorithm. I had to learn
OBS,
tagging things. I had to learn how to stream with a camera to a computer using OBS.
How to have comments on a separate monitor.
Yes. So
I wasn't on my phone. Like,
yeah, all of that.
This person said hi.
I just had to look it up.
Yeah. It's true.
Then, you know what? I thank God, because now I have different skills that I would have never had. I don't know. It makes me useful, at least, in some ways.
Yeah, it's true, though.
I can be used.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So look it up.
Okay, second piece of advice. Do you want to guess?
What's the second one?
I mean, third. Third piece of advice.
I don't want to guess because I feel like I'm going to
just
say
expose.
Something. Yeah.
The third one was to grow up. And you said that.
Gee. When did I say that?
Did you expect some like long advice? I don't
remember.
remember.
No, maybe something kinder. I need to look in the mirror.
These were, you didn't say it in a mean way. Like you were just like, I think you said it at the same time when you were telling me to chill out.
Chill out and grow up.
I think you did. And I was like, okay, correction kind of like stings a little bit, but I was like, you were right. I did need to chill out and grow up.
Why did you need to grow up?
Because I was just like it's the same type of thing. Like, we can get so in our heads of like, this is the task before me. I don't know how to do it. Don't know how. All of these like are about that same like, you're about to step into something new.
Yeah.
And it can seem scary, but you really have the authority to like take thoughts captive and run after it anyways, even though it doesn't seem like you can do it in the natural, even if it's just like you really have to push yourself. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but I was like just telling you about that, and you're just like, you just got to chill out and grow up. And I was like, you're right. It is true though. Like, it is true that like advice like that really does help. Like just simple, straightforward things. And you didn't say it in a mean way. You just say it like in passing, like, you just got to grow up. And I'm like, so that stuck with me.
They call me the encourager. I'm going to change my Instagram bio. Alex the encourager.
The encourager. Chill out and grow up. I had it written on my mirror, actually. Like,
did you?
Because it was the best advice I've like, okay, that sounds kind of weird, but like.
That is
It's
strange.
the best advice I've ever been given.
You need to get better people in your life. Do you need like, you
chill out and grow up.
You need better advice.
I think we should stop being friends. Chill out and grow up. It was a great piece of advice,
Chill out, grow up.
Think about it. Like, when I felt to move to Florida, that was a totally, like, out of my comfort zone, was a huge step, moving out on my own for the first time. And it's like, if I didn't have that, like, foundation of, like, I just got to chill out and grow up, you know, it really helps to run after what God's told you to do.
Yeah.
When you can quickly chill out and grow up.
Yeah. Was that when I was in Texas?
I don't think so. Why'd you get, like, mean in Texas?
No.
Kinda
I don't know.
Texas
I just
edge
feel
to
like
ya?
I just feel like I grew up a lot in Texas. Like I just, you know, living on your own. I don't know, living on your own.
Villain backstory.
I'm feeling like nostalgic right now.
Texas changed me.
Texas changed me. No, I don't know. I just feel like
Chill out.
I was alone in the desert season for so long.
With all the cowboys.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember my fourth point.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic.
Oh, this is one that you told me recently. This is the fourth one, the final one.
If this is mean, I swear we're going to cut this section.
You told me to shut up. I'm just kidding.
Shut your mouth. Women can't preach.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say woman, but.
Shut up. Be silent. This one you said very recently, and you weren't correcting me. You just said it in passing, but I was like, that is such a great mindset to have. And you just said, it's what we do. And like.
What was what we do?
Like, I was talking about something I had to do, and kind of like, I was like, just kind
that
of
was
like.
Yesterday. That was yesterday. That was yesterday.
I know, and that's what got me
not yesterday.
thinking.
It was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. It's what got me thinking, because I wasn't saying something in a complaining way, but you just responded with like, it's what we do. And I was like, you're so right. It's like, it's easy to press forward in things even when you're tired, exhausted, just when you have that mindset of like, it's what we do. It's who we are. This is what we do.
Yeah.
So, and then that's what got me thinking of like, you give really good blunt advice.
You know what? You've given me advice too. I don't want people to think that like I'm just always like on your case. No, no. I don't want people to think like that. Like you just do things.
She nags me all the time.
No, you've given me advice too. Intelligent advice. Now that's a different story. But I can't remember any.
Spiritual.
I can't remember any off the top of my head.
No, that's why I was like, I don't constantly think like, man, Alex is gonna rebuke me today. But like when you said that the other day of like, it's what we do, I was like, wow, like what am I even saying? Like I need to actually correct myself, like not be exhausted, press forward. And then it got me thinking of like all the other times you have given me advice like that, where it's like you weren't saying it to be rude or even to like correct me. But when you said it, I was like, man, I actually really do need to chill out, grow up,
watch a YouTube video,
realize it's what we do, and watch some YouTube.
You know what? Take that for what it's worth, podcast listeners. if that applies to you, you could take it. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
So the 4 things. It's changed my life.
That's awesome.
I chilled out and grew up.
Wow, I'm such an inspiring person. That's amazing. What a joy it must be to have me as a friend. You're welcome.
Just chill out.
You're welcome.
Grow up.
Well,
Really though, I do appreciate having a friend who, I guess I'm talking to the camera now. I don't want to say it to your face. I appreciate having a friend who is straight up and you don't beat around the bush. You tell me things like it is.
That's
which
one of the
I
things I
appreciate.
probably hate the most.
What?
Not the no. Not the thing
saying
you
it's a
just
good
said. No,
thing.
I'm thinking one of the things that I probably hate the most, like a trait in people that I hate the most, is the whole I guess everyone says they hate this, but they don't. But I think it's very prevalent in women. And hear me out. And I'm not bashing on women, ladies.
I'm
Like
just waiting for you to get to it.
I'm just prefacing it so I don't sound like very mean. But one of the things that
I
I can't
have made you seem
stand
very mean this whole
is
time.
yes, I know, right?
I'm saying it in a good way.
One of the things that I can't stand, and I'll give you an example. 2 women meet for the first time, and it's just all compliments, even if it's obviously not true. It's like I'll be in a room and there's 2 women who are they're not like close or anything. They just met. They're like, oh my gosh, I love your lipstick. I'm like, no, it looks terrible. Don't tell them that. It's obviously not true. Some women, I know that they're not, because I know what they like, and they're just like, just like, you look so pretty today. I love those heels. I'm like, you don't like those heels. But people do that in general.
Though.
I know all women do that.
Because, okay, I would never lie about a compliment. Like, if somebody's wearing something really ugly, I'm not going to be like, wow, your outfit, like, I like it. Like, I'll be like, I like your shoes. No, I'm just kidding. But a compliment, like, with women, it's, you get, like, on a deeper level with them when you compliment them. It's, like, instantly helps the atmosphere, like, it's just how it is. It's how it is with ladies.
I can't.
As
I
a
don't
lady.
know.
It's much easier to start a conversation and be like, hey,
annoying?
you look so pretty. Like, how's your day going?
But is that not annoying when you get a compliment that you know is fake?
Huh?
When you receive a compliment that you know
Never receive
the
a compliment. Just go, no.
that you know,
I
I
am not
reject
doing
all
that.
compliments. When you receive a compliment that you know the compliment giver is being fake.
I
don't know. Maybe it's
no, I don't really think too much into it. I'm just kind of like, thanks. Or I'll just be like, thanks, I like this about you.
See, this feels like a Caillou episode. Like, feels like,
Am I bald?
thank you.
Do I look like Caillou to you?
No, but I'm saying like the whole.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. You look like Caillou. How's your day going?
Sometimes situations can be sickeningly sweet.
Yeah.
You know? Like someone just needs to say something
Well, I'm
rude.
not being like overly nice. Like that really annoys me. But
Yes.
like
That's what
that
I'm
really
saying, though.
Like when you talk like 10 octaves higher and you know that's not how you actually talk.
Hi, nice to see you.
I was about to do the impression. I was like, I can't. Especially retail. I'm like,
You've
like
done retail. That's right.
I've done retail, but like just like going into stores, like being like, hey, can I just like get a dressing room? And they're like, yes, absolutely. I can't even talk like that. But I don't like fake nice, but it is a great way to enter
Sounds
a
like if Mickey
conversation.
Mouse got neutered.
It is a great.
It's so good to see you.
Okay.
That's a bit. But listen,
Caillou, Mickey Mouse.
I don't know. Maybe
You're-
it's just that I enjoy roast humor more.
You do.
So I don't
Which
know.
is fine.
I just can't stand this. Everyone being sweet, and
No, I'd much rather
I
have
enjoy sarcasm.
someone who would be real with you than just be like overly nice, but isn't really real to your face.
Yeah. Because when you meet someone, I absolutely don't let conversations get awkward. I don't know why other people do, but they do. They just like, it's like, why are you leading this? Because
I can be awkward. I can be very awkward.
the way that conversations get awkward is if you say the thing that they're expecting you to say.
Or if you say the in the head part out loud.
Well, I mean, that's just like,
Saying, like,
that's
anything.
you shouldn't just, yeah. But I'm saying like the reason things are like stale and awkward, I've noticed this, is if I came up to someone, you know, that I was meeting for church. Okay, let's say I was welcoming someone to church, and I go, hey, my name's Pastor Alex. What's your name? I'm so glad you're here at church. And they tell me their name, and I go, oh, how did you hear about us? Like they already know what I'm gonna say. So
That's
like
true.
they're thinking of the next interesting thing to say, which is nothing because I'm
Yeah.
setting it up for nothing.
That is true.
So why do people do that?
But then what do you talk about? Like,
I don't know. I would say
You just had to be social.
I wouldn't
Alex.
roast them, obviously. I don't know.
You should
In that situation, I don't know.
start like roasting people.
I don't know. It's easier with young people because I do.
With young people, that
I
actually
do
gets
roast
respect.
people. But I don't know. Maybe
Oh.
that's just the upcoming youth pastor in me. But
Just roast people.
yeah, roast kids.
Well,
I'm thinking about doing a podcast episode where it's just all of my youth group fails from when I had the youth group in
totally
Virginia Beach.
should.
But I don't
That would
even
be
know if I could
great.
publish that content
Was it
without
that-
like
You didn't do that much.
you weren't there for that night.
Oh, I came for the end.
You weren't even, but you
Can we
weren't
talk
there
about
for
it now?
No, we can't.
Please.
Can we?
I won't
Should
tell
we?
it because then you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're telling it wrong.
All
You
right.
weren't there."
You know what?
Hold up.
Hey, shout out to my friend Sam Moss. He has a
Oh, yeah.
a podcast where it's called Youth Group Chronicles. You've probably seen it on TikTok. And by the way, we started a TikTok.
You did?
Yes.
Oh,
So we
Welcome
have
to the
a
TikTok.
whopping 17 followers.
I don't even have TikTok.
400
I'm
likes.
just too pure.
400
Too
likes.
holy.
You know what makes me laugh too? Sorry if this is just like a rant session, but it makes me laugh when people they'll say a phrase, but they have an oddly specific number, like this. They'll be like, "We had over 667 salvations."
Oh,
I
that's true.
go, "What? So you had 668?"
Yeah,
Like,
that's
why
true.
would you? But people like,
We had around
no,
600.
Yeah, it's like we had over 667 people show up. Did you just stop counting, or just like
I guess if you count only
665, 666, 667, and like a couple more?
I mean, I get.
I mean, why would you stop?
Yeah,
If it's an exact number, just say the exact number.
that's true.
Don't say over.
Guess I've really never noticed that.
And then
Who
also,
does that?
people do that. I'm telling you.
Call out people by names.
No,
No,
I
I'm just
will
kidding.
not.
I'm just teasing.
But
You should start replying
that-
to comments. I like it when people do that. It's
What?
like the comment on the screen, and then you like.
reply to you don't want me to reply to my comments that I get on
true.
on like TikTok and YouTube. People get so mad, especially when
Just start like being mad back.
you.
Just start
I
barking.
wouldn't recommend you look at the, you know,
Oh, the last.
but no, like even like the stuff that I've posted, like the shorts, even though they don't get a ton of views, but people just get mad. Like I did one on tongues. People get so mad. They get like so.
Not calling your
Hurt.
pastor your bro.
Oh, that one blew up.
Yeah.
I did a reel, where the point was, you know, don't call your pastor by your first name. Like, what's up, Rick? That kind of thing. You know, he's not your bro. And then
Yeah.
people, I think on Instagram it was like close to 100K
Mhm.
views and like 1,000 some comments. I don't know. People just mad. People would be
don't like it.
people would be like, because I said don't call your pastor by their first name. And people would be like,
Your first name.
what's up, Alex? No.
What's up, Lilia?
Don't call your pastor by their first name. And people would be like, but what if my pastor's my dad? And I go,
Do you call
you
your
call your
dad
dad?
by their first
no. Okay.
pastor dad?
Yeah, what? Like what? But what was I saying? Oh, so the weirdly specific numbers and saying over that much. But then like, okay, so there's 400 likes on TikTok, posting on Instagram. We have reached over 400 people with the gospel just today.
No, it's usually views though. It's like
yeah, it's views.
12K people
12,000 people
just got saved.
just touched by the ministry.
Yes.
It's like, okay. All right, dude.
Well,
Um,
best of luck. my
what was I
friend.
talking about? I
Most
was
of
going
them are
somewhere.
Indian bots, anyways.
Oh, I was about to tell this story.
Oh,
We'll end with this story and
I
then
wasn't-
quickly review these.
I wasn't there because I
flavors here.
was saving a soul.
Yeah, she
I
promised.
was soul winning.
So I started a youth group in Virginia Beach of a church that we had literally just started going to
Yeah.
church. And then the pastor approached me the same week that the Lord spoke to him that I was to start the youth ministry. And that was a huge opportunity for me. I was 17, so like that was awesome, and you know, it really helped me to, you know, get prepared for what we're about to do. But I have definitely made some mistakes. Definitely being 17 and not knowing the whole youth. So to preface this, I hate youth group games. Like I hate being fake hype. I will never be the hype man at Last Gen Youth. I'll never be the guy on stage and be like, who's ready for Jesus? It's like, dude. And I don't want to be
that
the
again.
youth pastor.
Whoa,
that,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I know.
Airports.
Are you excited? I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited for this week's youth camp.
Who's excited? Wait. Who's excited? I can't hear you. You can do better than that.
While we're ranting, I've got another thing.
Talking about cringy things again.
I've got a question. I've got a genuine question.
Okay.
Is it possible for a person to get saved, and then after they get saved, they're doing a video announcement for an event, and them not say, "You don't want to miss it," like 8 times? Is that even possible?
I mean,
hey, we'd love for you to show up. You don't want to miss it. There's gonna be this. There's gonna be this.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Anybody new repeats things a lot. You just got to give them grace.
You
okay?
don't want to miss it. I'm sure I've said that, but that's
I forget what I used to say a lot. I'd just be like, I'd be like, in between like everything.
with your hands.
I recorded a reel recently, and I was super just trying to remember all the information, trying to get it done in like 1 take, maybe 2. So I forgot about my hands.
But you were
I look like little Bo Peep.
What?
My hands were like gripping each other because I was like little Bo Peep.
Oh, I don't.
What isn't that the one who like tends the sheep in like Toy Story and stuff?
Oh, yes.
Bo Peep?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was sitting there like
Your hands were gripping on for dear life.
yeah. I was trying so hard to remember everything I had to say that I forgot about everything else. I'm lucky I smiled because I was just like trying to remember. But okay, the story.
I hate youth group games, right?
Yes.
And so I will delegate games. I will make other people do games. But this is why. This is the trauma. This was what set trauma in my heart from youth group games. So we had just started in September, the youth group. And so, we didn't have a lot of kids starting out, but, it grew. At this point, we came to October, the end of October. We had like 15 kids consistently,
which was a lot
different
for the
kids
time.
in and out.
That was a lot for the time, space.
Yeah,
everything.
the space fit like 16 kids. So it was like, it was terrible. But, so it came to the end of October, and we had to have, and we didn't have a Halloween party. We had a fall fest party.
It's a fall fest, guys.
We still dressed up as
Christians, okay?
Yeah,
fall
we
fest.
still dressed up. So like, we were doing duos, right? Duet costumes. I dressed up as Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah.
With the hat, with the whip, with everything. And my little brother Jonathan, who, if you've never seen Jonathan, is adopted from China. He's Asian, and he's very obviously adopted, and we don't look anything alike. Yes. He's very Asian. Very Asian. He looks like Asian, dude.
Okay.
And so he was.
What do you dress him up as?
He was, shocker, short round. And so it was Indiana Jones and short round.
So bad.
And so I didn't really put a lot of thought into the youth group games because my thought was, I just want to get to the message part. Like that's
right.
I don't care about the games. I don't care about the fake hype. And so I put together a couple of games that I thought I had heard from like other youth groups that they did
like bobbing for apples.
Yeah. So the first one there was bobbing for apples. There was this game where we'd set out. So I set out like pie trays of just whipped cream, and I put a candy in the bottom of it. And so mind you, like I want you to picture this. We held youth group in the loft of the gym of a Methodist church.
Right.
So it was a big gym, and then it was like up the stairs, up the winding stairs, a tiny loft that overlooked the gym. And so we had no space for anything.
No.
And so it was October. I thought, it felt good outside. So I was like, let's go outside and do the games, right? And so in front of this church, in front of the gym, was like a large plot of land that neighbored one of the busiest roads in the area. And right next to that was the police precinct and the courthouses and everything like that. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll just set up a tarp and everything. So, youth group started at 7. It was still light outside. And so people, gathered, at that one we had like 18 people, I think.
A good amount.
And then
plenty of
for
people
what we
saw
were running.
Plenty of
at the
people
time.
saw this.
And so I thought, all right, we'll just start with games and everything. Everyone's dressed up,
Right.
there's people dressed up as animals, whatever, Halloween costumes, fall fest costumes. And so I thought, all right, so we'll lay out the tarp. And the first game, so I put the candy in the whipped cream, whatever, and then put it in the pan.
Like
but the twist in the game was that they had to lie on their stomach on the tarp, and I put the thing in front of their mouth, like as they're laying face down, and I had to tie their hands. This sounds so illegal. And I tied their hands. I tied their hands behind their back. And so I just want you to picture this. They're all in a row lying down, and mind you,
with their face in a plate.
In a plate. It's getting dark because it gets dark in October in Virginia Beach pretty early. And so it's getting like pitch black. The street light that was illuminating the whole thing was out. And
on that road there's cops all the time from the courthouses.
So I want you to picture this. We were on a large plot of land that was dimly lit, and in the distance you saw children lying on their stomach on a plastic tarp with their hands tied behind their backs, with their face in a plate, and a young adult standing over them with a whip and a fedora, screaming at them.
Forget about the whip,
screaming
the fedora.
at them as they're struggling to get the candy out of the plate. And so I just want you to think about that. I quickly realized after what a terrible optic that was.
So bad.
And that is why I will not be running youth group games.
No.
I
had come that night, just that whole situation, I just missed that night, but I came for the very end. And when I came into the room, they were all
traumatized.
We have to tell you what happened.
Traumatized.
They sold you out quick.
It was bad.
They were nobody hit it. They weren't he's trying his best. They were Pastor Alex over here.
Oh, it was bad.
With a
whip.
It
was very bad.
That's hilarious.
I think about it and physically cringe. No, I'm serious. I'll be oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened.
Bad. So bad.
Were there
more?
There's other stories like that, but remember when that kid got hit in the face with the basketball? No? We were in the gym and we were playing. It wasn't dodgeball. We were playing something to do with you had to throw the ball to tag them. I guess that sounds like dodgeball actually. So, but they had to it was basically they were hunting each other with the ball. And so that kid got pegged in the face hard.
I don't remember this.
James. Was it James or was it his brother? I don't know. But
once it's youth group, somebody's going to get hit in the face.
That was rough. So needless to say,
there was one week where I did because youth group games, they suck. And if they're bad, it's everybody calls you out on it of this game sucks.
Yeah.
You had to own up to it in the moment. I think I did a hot ones challenge once, but nothing was spicy enough for them. And so they were asking to eat the food. No, you weren't there.
We did something like that
No,
before.
because I remember I cleaned it up all by myself and it smelled rancid.
Oh.
And it was so gross. But I got them spicy nuggets and covered it in a ton of hot stuff. And they were all can I have more, please? And I was this sucks.
Yeah, I'm going to have someone else do the games.
No.
At Last Gen.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be you either.
No. I think there was one time where I explained to you a game and you're we're not doing that.
What was it, dangerous?
I don't remember, but then you just had them run around the gym 30 times and then be switch, and then they turn around and run into each other.
I did not know what I was doing.
They were.
And listen,
a lot of
it was
fun,
only
though.
2 years ago, so I can't really distance myself that hard from it. Anyways.
There's a lot of running in circles. That's all I remember. Just ran in a lot of circles.
Man. Yeah, we're going to have someone else do that.
Yeah.
Do we even want to?
I do.
You do?
I want that. I want to try the pink one. I've never had Prime. I'm a Celsius type person, but I'm cutting it out of my life.
Okay. What are you doing, a Daniel fast?
Just fasting Celsius.
We'll make this quick.
I'll actually probably have one tomorrow.
We
I've
have
said this publicly.
We have all of the, but we have to.
I'm releasing it tomorrow. You're releasing it tomorrow.
This podcast.
Yeah.
We have all of the Prime flavors. I thought it would be a
Can
very.
I see it?
I'm gonna lift them up. I thought it would be a very youthy thing to try all of the Prime flavors because I've had the hydration ones, but I've not had the energy ones.
Should we open all of them? Because then it's they won't stay carbonated.
Yeah, we're opening all of them and trying them.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
Okay.
How else would you try it?
It's being prudent. Thinking long term. Are you drinking all of these right now?
I'm not. I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
While you show them, do you want me to open them?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You can go ahead and open them. We'll do some quick
unboxing.
Reviews. What has this podcast
Should I do an
become?
aesthetic or not an aesthetic? ASMR.
If you're wondering what the teaching
What are you gonna
value
title
is,
this?
If you're wondering what in the world the value is in this podcast, you're missing the point. There is no there is no value.
There's no value.
All right, let's drink some prime flavors.
I'm gonna open them.
Okay.
Should I do an ASMR?
I will. You want the cans or you want me to take the?
What?
You want the cans or do you want me?
I'll
to
take the mug.
Okay. Go ahead. Open them up.
You have to announce the flavor.
All right. The first one we have is blue raspberry. Show from blue raspberry. I feel like blue raspberry is the worst copied flavor artificially. So I feel like this is going to be the worst. I don't know. I feel like
Wait.
some grape things are good. Okay.
Just a tiny bit excited. Okay, that's enough. I have to drink all of it.
No, I'm doing half.
I have to drink the entire
Oh, yeah, that's right. You've got to chug it now. All right. 3, 2, 1. I feel like this is going to be the worst. I'm just going to say that right now. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, I smelled that before.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm not that much into it. No.
It tastes like one of the blue like Dum-Dums,
Yeah?
but like on static.
On static, yes.
On
I kind of agree with that.
Like if you took a blue lollipop and
That
then
is
added
very
like
blue.
added the Dum-Dum or a grain layer.
This tastes like blue. So, I guess I colored it right.
I literally had to drink this whole mug
I
before
know
I
you
got
do.
the flavor.
Sorry, my bad.
Can I like dump it?
You got to chug it. Chug it.
Can you put it on your camera now?
I can't control anything. I don't edit these videos. My editor does.
Editor, can you not put the camera on me for a second? Okay, announce the next one.
All right, the next one. I feel like this is going to be the best one because it seems like the lightest, the most, the least harsh flavor. Strawberry watermelon. Watermelon's always a top tier.
That one looks really good.
Oh,
But
watermelon's.
the color makes it look like chemicals.
Well, I don't think any of these are natural. So,
Saying this isn't like grass fed.
grass-fed prime. Yeah. All right, let's try it.
One-handed.
Bam. Learned that in my past life. Just kidding, guys.
Enough.
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting. All right, pink. Let's try pink. This is gonna be. I'm gonna say if we had a
Does
tier
it make
list.
a ton of noise when I put the mic down and up?
Yeah, it would.
Oh, sorry.
The tier list is probably gonna be S tier. That's gonna be.
Are you
D
ranking
tier.
them right now
Yeah, I'm gonna put them out on the table and show you.
in
afterwards.
ranking order?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one's last right now for me.
I think so too.
All right.
It tastes like something from my childhood, but I can't like pin it down.
I don't know.
Do you remember? I'm trying. Last time going off like on a side note, but
Script.
do you
There is
remember?
no script.
You're not reading the.
This
telegraph
whole
right
thing
there?
is like.
Do you remember
slowly
those
falling apart.
like plates from like our childhood of not that we grew up at the same time. It's
We
like a
did
year's
grow up at the
difference.
same time.
That was a year difference. I'm older and wiser.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
by all the wise advice I give you when you
Mm-hmm.
tell me to chill out and grow up. But do you remember those animal plates where like it would be like the face of the animal on the main part of the plate and then the ears were the separate smaller plates?
It
and
tastes
they
like
made
that?
food taste so much better. No. But I just said childhood and it got me thinking. So
All of our 2003, 2004 people know what that's like.
what were they called? The animal plates. They were like
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. There was the tiger. There was the panda.
they made food so there was a frog.
Yes, there was.
They made food so good, and I think they're re-releasing it. Unless somebody was just gaslighting
Really?
me, but I saw it
I
on
follow this
saw it on
account.
Instagram Reels, which is like a super trusted source.
I follow this account like a 2000s kid or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it just has like all the nostalgic things of like the early 2000s.
So good.
I
I'm
guess
gonna care for this
I
one.
guess
though.
I grew up in the late 2000s. I guess we did.
I don't know.
I mean, it's just numbers, so you should know.
I had a DS.
The
and
next one
I didn't have a Game Boy. I had a
is
DS.
this one. Actually, this lemon lime. This is my favorite flavor of the hydration one. So I assume this might be one of my favorite. I don't know. Strawberry lemonade. I
I'm
mean,
a
strawberry
lemon lime
watermelon
type of
was
fella.
like, eh. I'll put this in the middle.
Lemon lime is a good like club soda, but not like energy drink.
So, lemon lime. Oh, unless it tastes like Sprite, in which case I hate Sprite. So,
You know, Taco Bell doesn't have Sprite. It's called like Starry. So you have to like humbly
no,
order
Sierra
Starry.
Mist.
Nope.
They
Starry.
changed it. They changed
At least in
Sierra
Naples,
Mist
Florida, it's called Starry.
because
You have to be like, can I have a Starry?
yeah, no, because
Sound
Sierra
like a
Mist. There's a girl named
idiot.
Sierra Mist who sued Sierra Mist for her name.
Really?
Yes, because she became more popular than Sierra Mist.
So I guess Sierra missed.
All right, so you can. All right,
Do the tiniest bit. That's enough.
all right.
Caught
This
it
one's
early
probably
this
gonna be
time.
good. Don't think about Sprite. Don't think about Sprite. Yeah, no. Ruined.
These all taste like Dum Dum flavors.
Yeah, they're fluorescent colors. Of course they do.
This one's better than the pink one, though.
You think so?
Yes.
I'll let it
It's
be.
more refreshing.
Okay. All right. So blue is last.
Do these have sugar in them?
No. Maybe 2 grams.
Oh.
They're based on coconut water or whatever.
You know, I just don't do like sugar or carbs or like
Um,
anything that's in
okay,
air.
whatever. Grow up. Grow up.
Grow up.
Okay. So blue is last, then pink, then green. This one is the original flavor, ice pop.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
This is the one that like Logan Paul first came out with.
I actually didn't know Logan Paul came out with any of these.
You didn't know that
I
this
didn't know
is his
anything
brand?
about Prime. I just knew that like
This is his
gym
brand.
junkies drink them.
Yeah, like me. No, I go to the gym on the
That's
first.
what I thought I meant.
I go to the gym
Ripped.
on the
That's
first
how
and
we
the
got
15th
numbers.
of the month. I like to sync
I
my
quit my
gym with my
membership
bills.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just maybe in between.
All right, here we go.
Quit my membership.
Nice
I'm
pop.
not even going. That's enough.
All right.
That is enough.
3. I should shotgun the next one.
It smells good. Wait, smell it.
It smells like a bomb pop, which is what it's colored like.
I was laughing. I couldn't drink it.
It tastes like original Red Bull.
I've never had Red Bull.
What was that face?
It's too sweet.
You've never had Red Bull? Oh my gosh.
I don't want to open that door. Have you ever seen that video?
Oh my gosh, it hit the back of my throat.
You ever seen that video of Monster? Where it's like the Karen, and she has like the poster, and she's showing how Monster is like the Antichrist.
All right, we're not going. Oh yes.
She's like bottoms up.
We'll not go into that. That's a huge rabbit trail. All right.
Sorry.
Red.
Like-
I assume actually, you know what? This will probably be my least favorite. I hate punch flavors. I
I
hate
feel like
fruit
that
punch.
ice pop one tastes like punch.
Kind of, yeah. But I mean that one tastes I feel like that tastes like the original Red Bull because of the taurine or whatever they put in it. Ready? Here we go. Yep. Hate it. I hate it.
Tastes like medicine.
I hate it.
That's worse than blue.
What did you think this was?
That one's in between pink and green for me.
Okay.
The pink was really a letdown. I thought it was gonna be much more like refreshing.
Red is the last for me. Okay, and then we'll see where orange. This might be okay. Orange mango. Sounds tropical.
I don't know for Prime though.
South Florida like.
Yeah.
So let's see. All right.
Definitely picked up a lot.
Again, what does this have to do with Gen Z and Jesus? Figure that out. Make some obscure
Best
connection.
of luck titling this episode.
Yeah,
because
I don't know.
it tastes like the orange gum, the Trident gum.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it tastes like.
Well, what do you say to it then? What?
It's
definitely mandarin orange.
I would say in between pink and the ice pop.
So the ranking we have now, and we'll hold them up for you guys, because this is so important to your life that you've taken time out of your day to listen to it. Okay. The flavor rankings goes as follows. Wait, no. Oh, okay, go ahead. Reveal it. People see it. Green, then the original ice pop, then orange, then I thought that said daiquiri. Oh, thank God. Watermelon, strawberry watermelon. And then we got blue raspberry. And then the worst is tropical punch.
Do you usually not like the red flavors?
I hate that. I hate punch flavors.
Oh, yeah.
I also don't like the color red ever. So
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you
Well-
learn something new every day.
thanks for this, I guess.
Well,
I don't know. This doesn't have much content. But yet all the content in the world.
talked about everything.
Everything.
But
Yet nothing.
the Bible.
Well, God, help
Help.
us.
Help us.
Amen. Thanks for being on.
Of course. Thank you for having me on.
Later.
Bye. Well, I like the lemon lime one, but
I would cry if I saw that these were stopped recording.
we're good.